time no see, Evelyn. How are you? Not well. Actually, I'm feeling horrible. I was fine until you texted me. You were always a horrible person. You texted me. You're not the kind of people who steal others' husbands. Anyone would be like this. So, what do you want? I don't have anything to talk to you about. Don't rush me. I texted you to talk about your son, Daniel. About Daniel? What about it? What's with that attitude? You used to be his mom. You were the one that's supposed to text me. Huh? Your son Daniel is graduating high school this year. He turned 18. He's going to start university soon, so there's issues with the tuition and stuff. You're his mom, so you should text me and pay up. We made a promise when I got divorced that I would not pay for his tuition. What? Wait, didn't your husband tell you? We got into a huge argument about our son and his custody when we got divorced. I was planning on keeping my son with me, but he said that he insists on getting his custody because he wants to make Daniel his successor for the hospital. And my son said he wanted to be with his dad, so I gave him custody, promising that I wouldn't pay for his child support and tuition in the future. That's why you never paid his child supports. I thought you just ignored the payments. I won't do anything petty like that, unlike you who steals other people's husbands. So please pay for my son's college expenses in full. I won't support you even for a penny. Well, I can't accept that. What? Even with that promise, it's still true that you are his real mother. You should help us when we are in need. You should pay since he's your child. What do you mean, you are in need? Did something happen? Actually, Daniel got rejected by the National University, so he has to go to a private medical school. The tuition is crazy. I heard that private medical schools are ridiculously expensive. $20 million until graduation. I think the most expensive ones cost more than $30 million. As you can imagine, we can't afford that kind of money. My husband's hospital has been losing money lately, and we can't afford it. We can't afford to pay for private medical school. By the way, how much do you want me to help you with? I'll ask just in case. Obviously, all of it. Wow, how can you ask that to your husband's ex-wife? It's insane you ask me to pay for all of it. But I believe you have to pay since he's your son. I don't care if you think I'm insane, just pay up. We let you not pay child support until now, so you need to help him as his former mom. I'll prep a bank account where you can transfer to, so wait a minute. Hey, Daniel. What do you mean you're going to a private medical school? You reported to me that you got accepted to a public university, didn't you? What? What are you talking about? I'm planning to go to the public university I was accepted to, as I reported. What do you mean? Actually, I just received a call from Mia. She said the tuition for the private university is too expensive, so she wants me to pay for all of it. Wow, she's finally doing something like that. What? Well, to tell you the truth, Mia's been spending a lot of money lately. That's why she's fighting with Dad right now. I believe he stopped giving her an allowance for the last month. I think that's why she contacted you for money. You said the hospital wasn't doing so well. If his wife was spending so much money at a time like this, he would have been very angry. No, it's Mia's fault that the hospital wasn't doing well. What? It's great that she remarried my dad, but Mia's spending so much money. She even took money from my dad's savings for hospital equipment. He's so angry, he takes it out on the staff and patients. He took it out on the staff and patients, and the patients ran away because they didn't have the latest medical care. No wonder we're losing money. Daniel, are you sure you want to stay there? You can always come back to me. Thanks for always worrying about me, but I'll be fine. I'm just trying to make my dreams of becoming a doctor come true. I just couldn't resist the temptation of my dad's financial resources and environment. I chose this way calculatingly, and I'll endure this much. I'm really sorry I wasn't strong enough. If only I had the financial strength not to worry about it back then. You have nothing to apologize for. As long as I can keep in touch with you, like I always have, I've had nothing to be sorry about. Besides, if I become a doctor, I can be independent, and you won't have to suffer. Then we can go on a trip, just you and me. Thank you. I'll look forward to it. Yeah. I'm going to be a great doctor that you will be proud of. I'll finally be able to live on my own now that I'm going to college, and I'll do my best. Oh, by the way, wait a minute. I just thought of something. Mia even touches your father's precious money, right? That's right. She's buying designer stuff every day. Daniel, make sure you have your college tuition money now. What? It's Mia. I wouldn't be surprised if she's got her hands on your tuition money. No fucking way. Dad just gave me the tuition last month in full. He gave me his whole bank book. So I don't think she's withdrawing. That's fine, but I just want to make sure. Well, you have your tuition money, don't you? Oh my god. Oh, my tuition's all gone. She's done it. She's done it. Oh, what am I gonna do? I have to pay the entrance fee at the end of this month. I didn't even have a part-time job in high school, and I don't have that much money. Calm down, Daniel. It's going to be okay. I will take care of everything. You just pack up your stuff and run to my house. Hey, since yesterday, the account has been opened. Please transfer Daniel's tuition to that account. I'm asking for $50 million in total. $50 million? You didn't say that yesterday. Daniel is going to move out when he goes to uni, so in addition to tuition, he'll need money for living expenses while he's a student. So when you add it all up, it comes to about $50 million. Are you kidding me? You want me to pay that all by myself? Yes. I am not Daniel's mother. I don't give a shit about tuition fees for a child I haven't given birth to. Huh? So please transfer the money to me as soon as possible. You're his mother, so you're the one who has to pay for the child's expenses. $50 million for private college, all of it, please. I'm not his real mother. What? According to your logic, I'm not obligated to pay. I don't give a damn about the tuition for a child I didn't give birth to out of an abdominal pain. Huh? From the looks of you, you haven't heard anything of this. I didn't have that baby. Daniel was adopted by me and my ex-husband. What? That's new to me. I'm actually incapable of having children. But he really wanted an heir to take over a hospital that's been in business for generations, so he searched high and low and took in a relative child. And that's Daniel? Yes, that's Daniel. But his real mother is dead, and since he doesn't have a biological mother anymore, so there's no one to pay for his schooling, then it should be his current mother who pays it. You mean us? No, that's impossible. Yes, it is. Because you've already spent all of Daniel's tuition money. What? How do you know about that? Daniel told me everything. He told me about your spending spree, and that they've already been withdrawn from his account. Even though he is adopted, Daniel is my precious son. How dare you even touch my son's precious tuition money? No way! You two have been in touch secretly? We've been in touch since the day we divorced. You laughed at me as a woman who was abandoned by my husband and her son. My son had no choice but to choose you two for his own good. He always told me his family is only me. Holy shit! I knew you'd never find out! Don't even think about trying to cheat me out of my money. I don't know what you spent it on, but that's none of my business. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, wait! Then I'll tell you the truth and you can lend me the money. The truth? I'll tell you what I spent the tuition money on. So just lend me the money. I'll pay you back someday, I promise. So please, just listen to me. I don't care what you spent it on. Don't say that. I'm in a real pinch right now. I can't tell my husband about this anymore. Please don't give up on me. You're so desperate. Well, I'm actually in love with the host. I already have a bad feeling about him. And he told me he had a great investment. If I put my money in his hands, he'd more than double it. He said I could even get rid of all the money he spent on equipment. So I gave him all of Daniel's tuition money. You only think of yourself, don't you? Do you know how stupid you are? Please don't tell my husband about this. And please lend me the money, please. If he finds out that I spent our son's tuition money, I'll get divorced this time. You must be sad that Daniel can't go to school, right? So please lend me the money you borrowed. Even if I lend you the money, how do you know that you won't do it again? I'll write a letter of commitment or whatever you want. I'm not going to spend it next time. So please just lend me $10 million. I can only ask you, his ex-wife, to do this. Is that all you can do? Huh? I don't mind. I'm not hurting for money. After the divorce, I've been putting a lot of effort into my business and have quite a bit of leeway. Really? But the interest is 15%. That's a lot. That much? How many times the bank interest rate? My son Daniel told me. I heard you were charging him the same amount of interest. What? For school trips, pocket money for school trips, and the money for the entrance exam. It's like you told Daniel to pay you back with interest every time he charged you. How dare you do that without him seeing? Oh no, that was a joke. Oh, you even made my Daniel write a pledge as a joke. But I'm not joking. I can get him to write a pledge. You know what this means, don't you? Well, it's under the upper limit of my interest rate law, isn't it? That's right, Mia, that's right. Even though we are not blood related, he is as good as my son. What you did to my son, I will do exactly the same thing to you. I will loan you my son's tuition money with interest. You must use it to pay for my son's tuition, and with interest. If you promise me this, I will pay for everything. And if I can't promise? I'm sure they'll find out how much you spend, and they'll just finally divorce you. You can only call yourself the hospital manager's wife for so long. I'm sure all your spending sprees will end today. That's it! I'll pay you back every penny, so please lend me the money. Mia wrote the contract, received the money from me, and gave it to Daniel. Daniel will be able to go to college in the spring, and Mia, who has started working at her husband's hospital, to pay me back. She has started working at her husband's hospital in order to pay me back, and she's continuing to pay me back steadily so that her husband will not find out about this matter and ask for a divorce. She's continuing to pay me back steadily. He seems to think that his wife has finally stopped her extravagant spending and changed her mind. He is very easygoing. Daniel, on the other hand, has started living alone in a spare room in my house. Whenever Mia remits the payment money, he uses his interest to pay the rent. We are eating delicious meals together.
You got my wedding invitation, right? Please reply that you're not coming. I don't want you at my wedding.
What are you talking about? You sent me an invitation.
I sent it because I had to. I announced my marriage at the reunion the other day. I told everyone that I would invite all my classmates. That's why I had no choice but to send you an invitation.
But if everyone's going, I'll be the only one not there.
We don't need an ugly bitch like you there. You're going to make it worse anyways. You shouldn't come to my wedding just like you didn't attend the graduation.
What?
I never thought you would go home that day. If you're there, it's going to ruin the whole atmosphere. That's why I whispered to you that you should go home. I never thought you would just go home.
I still remember that day. I was so sad, because I didn't know why you would say such things. My friends told me I shouldn't worry, but I cried home.
You look better now, but you're still ugly even with makeup on. And you work at a convenience store. That's a perfect job for an ugly bitch like you.
What? I never told you where I work.
I overheard the conversation. You're working at a convenience store. Think about your age. You're not worthy enough to come to my wedding. I won the beauty contest and I was the prettiest girl in school.
I haven't changed, but so haven't you. You still look down at people.
I'm not doing it because I want to. You're just living a lower life than me. Anyways, don't come to my wedding. I'll tell everyone you have to work.
Owner, is it true that you're going to miss my daughter's wedding? I saw you had the day off. I already had some plans in advance. That's why I can't go.
Oh, really? Is there any way you can change your plans? I wish you will attend the wedding.
What?
My daughter Emma said that she would invite all her classmates. I'm sure she will be happy if all her classmates are there. Is there any way you can change your plans? You might think I take care of my daughter too much, but I hope she has an amazing wedding that she won't forget.
I can tell you were very kind since you care about your daughter. It'll be fine. Even though we were classmates, we weren't too close. I don't think she would care if I'm not there.
Don't say that, Olivia. Even my husband. He wants to say hello to you because you take good care of me. So I want you to at the wedding.
I never thought you would beg me. You always help me when I have to change my shift. It's hard to say no to you.
Exactly. I'm doing my best so you can do me a favor. If you can't stay, just come by and say hello. I want everyone to see how beautiful my daughter is going to look on her wedding day.
Well then, is it really okay to just swing by for a little bit? I'll say hello to both you and your husband, and then I will leave.
That's totally fine. I'm so happy. It's weird being able to see you at my daughter's wedding. Anyways, I'll wait for you on the wedding day as the bride's mother. Why are you here, you ugly bitch? I didn't invite you. Get the hell out of here.
I was about to leave anyway. How can you be so mean? You talk me and push me to the pool.
What does it mean? It was self-defense.
How is that self-defense?
You came to destroy my wedding, so I took care of it beforehand. If I see a terrorist, I'm going to stop their plans immediately. It's normal.
Are you calling me a terrorist? And why would I destroy your wedding? I wouldn't come here for that.
Stop talking shit, you terrorist! I told you not to come to my wedding beforehand, but you ended up coming to my wedding. I'm sure you came to destroy it.
Oh my god.
I bet you were sad that I made fun of you working at a convenience store. That's why you came to destroy my wedding. It's something an ugly bitch like you would do.
Why would I do that? I just came here to celebrate. I know that you hate me, so I was going to just swing by and leave.
An ugly bitch like you was going to celebrate me? I don't want someone like you to celebrate me. How dare you do something like that? You're annoying.
How can you say that? You're being a little harsh. I know that you hated me, but how can you disrespect people like that?
Huh? Are you going to lecture me as a convenience store staff? I'm going to marry an elite man. I'm going to live in a very expensive condo as a housewife. How the fuck can you lecture me?
You really look down on me. I guess there's nothing I can do.
I'm glad you finally understand. Anyways, get the hell out of here. I don't care if you're still soaking wet. My wedding is going to start soon, so I want you out by then.
I will go home. But before that, can I borrow a towel? I don't think I can even get a cab like this.
Oh my god! You're trying to steal my towel as well! What are you talking about? Oh, I finally understand! You came to my wedding to have a nice meal! I bet you always eat disgusting convenience store food, so you wanted to eat something a little bit better. What the fuck? But I'm sorry, there is no food here that you can eat, so please, can you leave? That's enough. I can't believe you're calling me a beggar. What's up with that attitude? I told you not to come, but you're the one that appeared. Don't you swing by. There is no seat or food for you. I understand. I'm leaving. Get the hell out of here right now! I told you not to come in the first place. How dare you bother me? You should just eat shitty food. Then Mom will leave too. What? I love my part-time job and I love the convenience store food. I'm so sorry for being such an embarrassing mom. Mom? People have different values, so I don't care if you disrespect people or look people down. I won't say anything to you, but how can you push someone into the pool? I can't forgive that. Wait a minute! Are you my mom? Why are you texting through Olivia's phone? I couldn't stand it, so I took over Olivia's phone. I never thought my daughter was saying such horrible things to other people. I am so embarrassed. What the fuck? I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I saw you push the owner into the pool. I have no idea what was going on in the beginning. Wait a minute, Mom! Why are you calling Olivia the owner? Why are you running up to Olivia? Why do you call her like that? Because she's the owner of the convenience store I work part-time. Even though she might be my daughter's classmate, that doesn't matter at work. So I usually call her the owner. The part-time job? Mom, do you work at a convenience store? And what do you mean by Olivia being the owner? Exactly. I told you a while back that I started working. All the kids have grown up and I was bored being a housewife. So I asked your dad and he said I could work about 4 days a week. I know about that, but I didn't know you worked at a convenience store. I thought you worked at the supermarket or bakery. I never thought my own mother worked at a convenience store. I thought of working at supermarket and bakery in the beginning, but your father told me it would suck working at a place with a lot of people my age. So he said it might be better to work at a place with younger people. So that's why you started working at a convenience store? Yes, the convenience store nearby. I was just looking for a part-time worker. But I never saw the owner would be your classmate. And she also owns a couple of franchises. The head praises her a lot as well. What are you talking about? Rumor says she's making roughly about $10 million per year. But she doesn't brag about her and becomes arrogant but tries very hard to make a comfortable workspace. That's why I'm able to work while enjoying it. What the actual fuck? There were a lot of high school and college students there, and some people are aspiring me to be actors and comedians. It's amazing being able to interact with people I wouldn't be able to. And on breaks, they show me how to use the different apps on the smartphone. Wow, it seems like you're having a great time there. Everyone of all ages and little kids practice their first shopping at the store as well. It's very fun and rewarding. But you're looking down at us. Some customers look down on part-timers, but I never thought that would be my own daughter. Well... Anyways, I'm going home. I knew I was going to cry on my daughter's wedding day, so I brought a handkerchief and bath towel. I never thought it would come in handy now. Now Olivia will be able to take a cab. You're going home? Are you serious? Of course I am. Because that's what you told Olivia, right? You told her that people who work at convenience stores should go home. I was just joking. I never thought you would go home as well. Don't joke around with me. I can't have a wedding without my parents. Yes, I've never seen a wedding like that as well. Maybe you should cancel the wedding. What are you talking about? You should talk with Jack. No, I can't cancel. Everyone's here to celebrate. What are you talking about, Jack? Actually, Jack's here with me right now. Jack's there too? When I went over to help Olivia, Jack came over to her, and he saw what you did. And Jack also said, "Owner, are you okay?" I was so surprised as well. What do you mean? Why is Jack calling Olivia the owner? You should ask Jack yourself. Anyways, I'm going home with Olivia now. I don't care what you do with the wedding. Do whatever. Don't tell me this is happening. Jack's? I can't believe Jack works at your convenience store. It's a joke, right? You're not Jack's boss, right? Jack works in a different branch from Lily. We're similar in age, and he's very easy to talk to you. One does his job amazingly. But I never thought he was your groom. No way! So what Jack is saying is true? You were going to marry him, but he didn't know his job? Why would I know? I believe him. He graduated a prestigious college and works in an amazing, huge company, and he's the most successful in that company. That's why I decided to marry him. But he just works part-time at a convenience store? I was never informed that he has been laid off.
Calm down. Didn't he tell you anything else? The layoff was for a very stupid reason. And he's still talking it over with the company. So he said he wants to resolve that problem and go back to his old company. That's what he told me when I interviewed him.
So what? Whatever the reason is, he was laid off, and he was going to marry me, hiding the fact that he worked at a convenience store.
That's true, but...
Why would I marry a man like that? I'm not going to marry him. We're going to call off the wedding and engagement.
You're going to cancel the wedding?
Of course I will. I can't marry a convenience store staff. And Mom went home. I don't want to have a wedding where I can't brag about my friends. So we're going to cancel the wedding.
I don't think you have to marry someone to brag about it.
Shut up. Stop looking down at me because you make a little money. Don't boss me around because you are my mom's boss.
I'm not doing any of that. I guess there's nothing I can say to you right now. Just cancel the wedding or do whatever you want. And please break off the engagement with Jack.
What's with your attitude?
It sucks since you invited your whole classmate to the wedding. I'm sure everyone was excited, but now it's canceled. And your mother went home. How are you going to tell everyone that you're canceling the wedding?
You're enjoying the situation, aren't you? I bet you think I deserve it. You have to keep this a secret from everybody. I can't let people know that the groom was a convenience store staff, and we are calling off the engagement. Don't tell anyone from the class.
What should I do? We weren't closed anyways.
What?
Anyways, good luck with calling off the engagement. Goodbye. Excuse me. Emma told everyone that the wedding is cancelled because her mom passed out. She tried to go with that reason. After the engagement was called, after I came to work. He said it was his fault since he was hiding it from her. He seemed quite upset. But after that a few days, he got a call back that he was going to start working at his former company. He was laid off because of an annoying boss who didn't want him coming out his position. So that was resolved and he went back. And he prepared an amazing position for him as an apology as well. That's what they told him. After hearing about that, Emma went to go talk to Jack, but he kicked her out. The classmates also started to figure out the reason why their engagement was called off. Emma is apologizing to her mother, but her mother is ignoring her at all costs.